For us. Thank you. And Customs and Border Protection shutting down a trio of highway checkpoints in Arizona as the agency struggles to handle the rapidly escalating border crisis.
The move expected to severely hamper anti-trafficking efforts. Pinal County, Arizona Sheriff Mark Lamb joins us with his reaction to the move. Sheriff, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Sheriff, it is you, Sheriff. It's law enforcement agents down on the border who have to deal with this, who have to every day go out there and deal with these new changes and the surge. Can you tell us what you're seeing on the border? How bad has it been recently?
Oh, it's been terrible. And now the closure of these 3 checkpoints, this is only going to funnel even more human trafficking and drug trafficking into our communities. My county in particular, you know, I'm 1 county off the border. And we get all this traffic that's not stopped at those checkpoints. So this is going to be a huge problem for us, and it already is.
Here's what CBP has to say about this. Quote, Tucson sector has redirected manpower based on operational needs in response to shifting traffic patterns, resulting in the closure of several tactical checkpoints in southeastern Arizona. We expect to reopen these checkpoints as manpower and activity levels dictate. Sir, have you ever seen anything like this where they needed to take that manpower and actually shift it because the problem or the challenge, as the administration wants to call it at the border, many others calling it a crisis, is so bad?
You know, we've seen it before, but this is the reason they're having to shift these resources is because of it's their own fault. Their policies have put them in this position, and so now they're claiming that they have to shift these resources to the border to deal with the surge. Well, you wouldn't have a surge if you had just left these policies the way they were, and you wouldn't have made it worse by calling for open borders. This is what's happening now. Everybody's flowing in. We shouldn't be surprised. That's why we're standing against it as sheriffs. You know, I've started a group, Protect America Now, where we as sheriffs are fighting against these bad policies like what we're seeing with immigration. So, you know, people can check it out at protectamericanow.com. We need the help of the American people to address this issue.
If I can jump in here and follow up real quick. You said you've seen this before. When you have seen this before, what types of situations have you seen then happening? And what types of things, you know, has your community had to deal with when you've seen this manpower shifted?
You know, back in the Obama days, we were dealing with this where we could go out into the desert in the south end of our county and we'd have 20, 30 people a night. We are seeing the same type of numbers again. My border anti-smuggling unit, my aviation unit, whenever we go out, it's 20 apprehensions, 10 apprehensions, 25 apprehensions every day. And this is coming into our communities. And remember, they always bring in the human trafficking and the drug trafficking comes with it. You can't separate it out. So this is what we're dealing with in our communities. It's not going to stop here in Arizona. This is going to flow throughout the United States, and I feel bad for all the communities across this country.
Yeah, Sheriff, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And the number of migrants crossing that border in February alone was over 100,000. That puts it on track to be over 1 million for the year. Remarkable numbers.
Shocking.
Thank you.